What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Party Up Podcast. Today I'm joined by Logan Raposo. Say what's up, Logan.
What's up, man? Thank you for having me.
Logan is one of the only people I know who is, at this point, pretty much a bona fide professional actor, which is a big thing, right? You just recently made the decision to go full-time, right? Over the past, what was it, like within the past 6 months or so?
Yeah, about 6 months. I think it was 10/11/2017. I quit my day job and then decided to go to acting full-time.
Yeah? What was your day job?
My day... sales associate, Olympia Sports. I'm like...
Olympia Sports.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically a bona fide shoe salesman. I'm like, oh, man. It was
there you go.
So much fun.
So it wasn't like you had that many reservations about quitting the job, right? No. You were just waiting for the opportunity.
My boss was really good. I mean, I can't complain. Like, he really helped me, take time off and everything. And
yeah.
A little bit too much towards the end, where he gave me 4 weeks of just no work. And I was
really?
Yeah, I was like...
So you're just like, okay, that's a little bit of a sign.
Yeah.
I think I can work with this.
And, I mean, I did the most respectful thing. I wrote a resignation letter, because I respect him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I'm not going to be like, hey, take the job.
You're not going to pull like the beginning of Breaking Bad, just going to be like, wipe down this! And just grab your balls and just like... wreck all the inventory.
I did the resignation letter. I handed it to him. I said, thank you for everything. I'm just giving my 2 weeks. If there's anything I can do to help out, let me know. He smiled, laughed, and chuckled. He goes, well, actually, you don't need to put in 2 weeks, because I did put you up for 2 more weeks. So I would have effectively had 6 weeks of just nothing.
There you go. He was effectively just like, dude, you could just
get
out.
Pushing me out the door. He's like, you're good.
Just a gentle nudge on your way. It's like, fly, birdie. Okay, so you had a little bit of like a weird circumstance surrounding that, right? Because you were in, were you in like a car accident pretty like closely, before that, or was that? Am I thinking of a different event?
I think there was actually like 2 car accidents.
Shit, really?
Yeah, same spot too. 2 rear ends.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, the first one where I got hit, like, it was okay. I mean, like, it was just like scraping the back of my hand. Damn near cost me $2,500, but thank you, it was all covered.
Yeah,
I got a rental, so I mean, 2018, which was fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, I feel so cool right now. But yeah, it was just bad timing, really. But the second one really screwed me up.
Yeah, that one left you out of commission for a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, because I couldn't get a rental, and the guy only had like $5,000. My car's worth like $7,200, so I got like $4,000 for my car. I'm like, thanks, guys, appreciate it. But hey, man, it's like life. You know what I mean? You gotta roll with the punches.
So did that like give you time to reevaluate, and you're just like, okay, I think I'm ready to make that leap? Like walk me through sort of like the mindset of that. Because I'd imagine you've been planning on doing that for a while. Because acting's your dream, right? Like,
absolutely. I was planning well far ahead. I was planning like almost like 4 movies in advance, almost like a chess player would.
Yeah, sure.
A la 2 Birds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 2 Birds is a film we worked on like a couple of years back. Good buddy James Fisk directed that. It was about chess.
Good times.
It was a good time.
Chess is the best fucking sport ever! But I mean... really what it came down to was I wanted to make sure I had work set in advance, because that was the biggest concern. I ended up getting booked for like a promo modeling company. They gave me 3 months of work from January to March, which,
wow,
like, from an acting perspective, both in film and crew, like, winter's a dead period in Massachusetts. There's nothing. So I mean, when I got $3,000 to work, I'm like, okay, like, this is good. Plus I'll probably get more. So I was like, I'm good.
So if you're like, I'm kind of set for 3 months. I can work with this for a little bit. Yeah.
Because I knew up to December there would still be work, acting and promo modeling wise, and I mean, like, it's
But right around the beginning of the year, like right after the holiday season kind of subsides, that's like a sort of dead period when it comes to acting.
It's mainly the weather. Usually,
yeah. Well, like, sure, that makes
the winter, once you start snowing, you can't do shit outside.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can, but people are gonna really like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, no, I've had to shoot a couple of because and that was even like late November, right before the winter season really kicked off. But it was like even just being on like a crew here on campus, like just kind of like because the entire production kind of got procrastinated. We actually pulled an all-nighter editing that movie, but yeah, no, it's pretty miserable when you're on set, and when you're outside and it's too cold, like it's not a fun time.
There was one.
It fucks with the equipment too. It's really not good. Yeah,
dude, it fucks with everything. I mean, like, just the whole morale of the set.
Yeah, it's really not good. Like,
I was on a music video once, and I had to play. We were playing Disney characters. I wasn't Charming. I was the guy from from Snow White, the prince. I don't remember his name, but
Is that Prince Eric? Or
maybe.
Some shit?
Yeah. He had like the brown things and the red shirt.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking just another cookie cutter cut out prince.
I just remember it was horrible because I had to get my girlfriend at the time to get me leggings because I didn't have any. She's like, we want tights, and I'm like, I'm freezing like everything off. I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying.
Yeah.
At one point, it was like me, one of the princesses, and another prince, like all just like holding each other for warm. Like, we got this, guys. Just a few more hours.
Just a huddle of princes, just like trying to keep each other warm. Oh man, what's like a standout moment like to you? What's like one of the fun, like the craziest things that's happened to you while you were on set?
Crazy.
Does anything just pop out at you? Because I feel like there's at least one for every
there's
production.
so many.
Yeah.
Dude, I think like every production I go to, there's a crazy. I'm like fully prepared for like what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Who's
You
gonna
kind of
mess
got to
with
be
me?
prepared to roll with the punches.
Oh, craziest thing that happened to me like on set. Well, there was one film I was doing. I can't reveal too much because of NDAs. It was for an HBO contest we did where I played a soldier, and like the final day of shooting for that short, I'm supposed to get shot. I can't reveal if I die or not, but I get shot in like the gut. And I'm supposed to fall back, and I'm very over animated. I'm sure any director will have mentioned that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
You're kind of
put my
bombastic,
head back, and I hit my head square on a rock, and I'm just like,
Ooh.
oh, and I just rolled over. They're like, that was really good. I'm like,
Oh, it wasn't acting.
and
So you just brained yourself on a rock?
I think I got a mild concussion. I
Oh
swear.
my god.
I never got it checked out too, which was horrible. And I just remember because I went to my friend's house, Kayla, to sleep on her couch, and I was just nauseous the whole night. I'm like, I don't want to puke in my friend's house.
Oh no. Well, now you can put on your resume. It's like does own stunts.
I do. I'm like that action role. There was also one role. It was my first commercial back when I just started, like 2 months in professional career back in 2016. My wife in that role.
Yeah.
I'm 22 at that. She was 46.
Really?
I was like, this does not look real.
People watch that commercial. She's like, damn, son, she scored.
And we were just joking the whole time. I was like, this isn't real. I'm like, she's like, you're just like my boy toy. I'm like, yeah, I'm using you for your money,
There you
sweetie.
go. Trophy husband.
You're the rich one here. I'm just like the young cat who's just like, look at me with this
There you go.
fun. You know,
What was the commercial for?
It was for a Boston company called Marvin Window and Doors. We were like house hunting, which I'm like, so
Sure.
we're house hunting now,
Yeah.
so we're serious here. Hi, Kimberly. Oh man, that was a good commercial. That was a fun role. Got like 3 opportunities: print ad and like a promo and commercial. So that was cool.
That's cool. How did you like how far back does your acting experience go? Did you do stuff in like high school? Did you like theater or anything like that? Like,
no, I actually never did theater. I was bullied heavily in high school, so I was like,
man.
I tried to stay as far away. I was like, I wanted to be a shadow on the wall. Like,
Yeah.
just leave me alone. Don't bother me.
very much wallflower status in high school?
I actually started on YouTube in like 2015.
Really?
Yeah, because like I wanted to show like I would do anything.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of actors say they will, but the moment like.
You're just like, I don't know about that.
A la Damsel in Distress, where they have me wearing a skirt for like 3 days of shooting.
So you really want to get across?
So
It's like, look, no,
I will
literally,
do
it's like-
anything.
Yeah.
Office phone call, running around in skin-colored tighty whities.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true. Yeah.
oh man, nice to meet you guys. Hope we can work again soon. No way. But like, I would do like crazy things. I would do like live videos where I was running around my college campus in like morph suits, drag,
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo, Ash Ketchum, whatever, man. Just still like, hey, I'll do whatever. I got kicked out of so many classes.
Classes?
They would legitimately call us a kid. I'm like, who is this kid? Like, why is he so crazy? And then like they would see my ideas like, oh, it's fucking you again.
Is this like while you were in undergrad, you would just like
Yeah.
you would just like storm into class in a morph suit or whatever, just like for a video? It's like, do it for the views.
One teacher loved me, one teacher hated me because I was just dancing in her class while she was talking. And thankfully, my astronomy teacher, who like fucking loved me, I don't know why. He's like, oh, he's from outer space. He's crazy. Don't mind him. He's like, get the fuck out of here, you crazy kid. Sits me down. And the security comes and it's like, oh my god, this fucker again. And they're just like, listen, I'm not mad at you, but can you just stop? Like, can you just do it in your own time?
Eventually, it's just like the campus security would just like come to know you as like this legend. Just like oh god, it's this kid again.
I remember last day.
It's like what kind of crazy fucking suit is he wearing this time?
Last day I went up to one of the officers and I was like, hey man, I shook his hand like, I hope we're cool, no hard feelings. I know you're just doing your job. He's like, dude, I thought you were fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But like, I saw the thing is like, you can't film in places where like the logo is, and that's the one mistake I always did. I got BCC's logo, I got the library's logo, and they said that's copyright material, so technically I have to stop you because that's infringing on BCC's.
Sure.
Like, oh, okay.
What if you just like I'll put like a smiley face over it or something? Just anything
Fuck that,
like
I was a bad editor, so I had no idea how to do that.
There
It
you
was
go.
just like straightforward videos, be like no lighting, no sound.
Yeah. So that's how you started. You started on YouTube.
Yeah. Then I went to theater classes at BCC during my last term. Got straight A's, which I was like, okay, this is
Solid.
a sign. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's something
totally.
I'm
You're like,
actually
okay, I
good
could probably really make something out of this.
Because I'm a BC student, man. You know what I mean? Like, I never really put in that huge effort. I just wanted my damn degree and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
But when I saw theater, I'm like, this is something I can really get into.
That's awesome. So you didn't you didn't really have that inkling of what you wanted to do until you got to college, then, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
was you like you were just sort of a fly on the wall in high school?
Yeah, fly on the wall. I tried to just avoid being bullied, but there was like a lot of cliques there. So I mean,
motherfucker, what's like?
What's up?
Like, you see, I have a lot of firsthand experience with bullying, and I fucking hate like the idea of bullying and everything like that. But when I look back on high school, a lot of my bullying, because I have like anxiety disorders and shit, a lot of that came from like within. You know, like I look back and I'm like no one really bullied me all that much. It's like my biggest bully was me. So it's like, what do what did people what did people straight up just like hey, look at this nerd, like,
yeah,
really?
They would do that. It was kind of bad, man, honestly. Two of the main jokes they would do was they would always like walk up to me, smack me in the head or something.
Really?
Yeah, they were rough, dude. I was in a shop with like 9 other guys who were like all football players and shit. So I was like, fucking hell.
Oh my god.
The worst thing they said to me, this one really actually hurt me a lot. This was before all this shit going around with school shootings and stuff. They legitimately would say to me, Logan, when are you gonna bring the shotgun and blow our faces off? And
oh my god.
They were rough, honestly. They had no
That's
mercy.
messed up, man.
No mercy, man.
That's like,
and the teachers didn't do shit. I'm just like, guys, come on. Like,
that's
can you
messed
just
up.
come away
Like,
from me or something?
I can't, like, I can't fathom the reality of that.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's bad. You know what I mean? Like, now, I don't give a shit. You know, no one bullies me because I'm much more myself. I'm more talkative.
Yeah, sure. Once
like,
you get comfortable in your own skin, like, and once you, like, you pass a certain threshold, and, like, the bully becomes the loser. Like, no one puts up with that shit anymore.
Oh, dude, I've run into so many bullies who I used to know. I run them at the gym all the time. They got the guts, you know, I mean, the hair's thinning. They got like this thing. I'm like,
really?
holy shit, you guys like peaked in high school. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn. It's like here.
That's like a sign of it, right? Is like if you peaked in high school, like so I don't like to be this guy, but it's like if you peaked in high school, you're a fucking loser. Like you kind of are. Yeah.
No,
it's like
it really is true because like. Always, I believe you should always push yourself further. But I mean, if that's like where your peak was, like, oh, I remember when I was captain of the football team.
Like those were the days. It's like, nah, dude. The days are always ahead of you, dude.
Yeah, dude. You know what I mean? Like high school's 6 years for me now, just about. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I could give a shit. You know what I mean? Like that was like, remember in high school? I'm like, not really, because I could care less.
Yeah, fuck
you
that.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
In college, sure. I'll talk about college. I fucking love college. I'm gonna be heading back probably soon to get my bachelor's. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have your associates now or something?
Yeah, I have my associates. I can easily just head back anytime. I just took a sabbatical so I could get into acting more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to have like by all accounts, you kind of are a full-time professional actor and model at this point. So like, it seems to have been a gamble that worked out for the better.
It was definitely a gamble, man. You know, and I think like that's like the biggest. A lot of people turn to me for advice and they ask me, and I mean, like I'll give it, but it's always with a grain of salt because I have so many people, and this is not a shot to any of them, but like they would come to me for advice. And I would tell them, I would literally hand them like the blueprint. Like, this is what you need to do. Like, I want you to do unpaid projects, build a reel, get the reel set up, send it to agents, send it to people, book more projects, get payrolls, etc., etc. Let the snowball effect take place.
Yeah.
But the moment I say unpaid role,
unpaid projects, yeah, exactly. That's like
they fall back in their chair. They're like, I don't want to fucking do unpaid.
Yeah,
projects.
I feel like with acting, that's a particular thing that's like you got to be willing to grind it out for a little while. Yeah, because it's like I'm in the process right now of looking for freelance editing gigs, and like a lot of stuff I'm willing to do pro bono involves like, you know, just like helping friends out with branding for like their YouTube content and stuff like that. That I'm totally willing to do because that's fun for me.
Yeah.
But as far as like looking for actual jobs, because I'm trying to make a big move right now. I'm trying to go to Chicago because I got friends there.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of it's like unpaid internships. I'm not about an unpaid internship right now, just because it's like, what the fuck is what's the degree for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know it's like it's just a piece of paper, but still,
Absolutely.
it's like It's like, that's got to be a little bit of pedigree to, at least get some kind of part-time work or something.
When I see someone who's got a bachelor's degree, I automatically view them as professional. I don't care if they have a job. I don't care if they have an internship. If they have a degree, they're professional. My best friend Ryan, he used to help me out with a lot of things now, but now that he's got his bachelor's, I view him as professional. I pay him every time he asks for help. I don't care if it's like, he helped me make a reel by sitting there and critiquing it. I gave him $100. Except for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, I'm paying you. You know what I mean? You have a degree.
Solid shit.
That's what I just always view. But going back to the acting thing, like a lot of people, well, just in general, like film. Let's just talk about like film instead of just acting.
Yeah.
But like people are just so afraid to like do like the unpaid to grind it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how you build up.
Totally. Yeah, and that's like in the early stages of trying to do entertainment. It's like the money comes from a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's like it's a cliche thing, but the thing is like when people tell you it's like you got to put in the work, you got to be willing to do shit pro bono, you got to really really grind for a while before you start seeing a return. The reason that's such a cliche and the reason so many people like kind of preach that is because it's 100% true.
It is 100%.
It's like the entertainment business is incredibly competitive from what I can tell.
Dude, so competitive. Oh my god. I mean, like I view some people and I look at them and I'm just like, you guys have the egos and everything. I don't know if you guys really make it with that attitude, but like there's some really talented freaking people, dude. Like holy shit, like in general and everything.
Some amount of ego is healthy when you have the talent to back it up.
Yeah, I agree.
You just can't go too far with it.
You can't just overexert it. You know what I mean? You gotta
exactly.
Be confident.
Like ego can never overtake empathy. Like your confidence in yourself can never turn into cockiness and refusal to work with other people, take constructive criticism, stuff like that. So it's like you've always got to be willing to listen as well as like have confidence in yourself.
Yeah, give and take. You definitely need to have that balance, I feel like. You know what I mean? Don't overexert, but don't underexert it either. Because they'll catch it either way.
Yeah.
They'll view it. Like, casting directors, they don't give a shit.
Exactly.
They'll look at you like, who the fuck this good? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, you've got to go in there with the idea that you can do it because, like, I feel like they'll see through that, too. They'll just be like, oh, this guy, like, he has no presence. Like, he doesn't have anything backing him up,
I remember one casting director, I watched a live video stream on Instagram she was doing, and she said to like a live video, was like, what do you look for in an actor? And she said confidence. You know what I mean? Like I see handsome, I see beautiful people all the fucking time, but it doesn't matter if you don't have a boost of your confidence.
Yeah.
She says walk in there like you own the place, like you're my boss.
There you go.
And I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. Next
time I walk in there like you already have the part.
Yeah, I'm like cool.
Just be like, yeah,
it's mine. It's mine now. It's just like,
a certain amount of not giving a fuck is pretty healthy.
Literally just walking there. So
that's been like a lot of people have been giving me that advice lately. It's really really strange, but it's like
it's just the way to go.
Yeah.
Like literally, you know what I mean? Like just like when you looking for your paid internships or paid jobs, if people say no, my motto and for this year for me, dude, was it's their loss.
Yeah.
Like you know what you're capable of. They don't, but you know. And that's what you got to keep in your heart. And that's what I know, too. Is like when my acting is like, I know what I can do.
Yeah.
I know I'm willing to do anything. Like some people, I've seen them on sets and they just bitch and moan. Like, oh, I have to do this again. Oh, I got to do this. I'm like, come on.
It's like, bro, what'd you sign up for?
It's like, you signed up for this. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like is this what you really want to do?
The one thing I hate again, going back to the pay, and they're just like, but I'm not being paid, so why am I going to try? I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here. Like, I will legitimately, like...
It's like,
oh, my Lord.
It's like if you don't want to try just because you're not being paid, you don't have passion.
You don't belong here.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Oh, man, though. I tell you, it's a crazy-ass business. I still live by the motto, if they put a camera up, I'll go. It's like, wait a minute, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Sit on the casting couch for a second, Logan. What?
It's like, whoa!
Whoa, guys! Was there a stand on this couch?
Yeah, so you see the black leather couch and little fern beside it. It's like, oh my god, you gotta know. It's like, I gotta get out of here.
We were doing...
It's like, I know I said on my resume that I would do anything, but this is a little bit much, okay? Like...
I was on an indie, like a public access thing, and they had black couches there with like a set. It looked great. I'm just like, oh, so it's this type of interview. And they said,
it's just a certain visual motif that puts an image in your brain, and you're just like, oh god.
We were doing like, it's like the Eric Andre show. It just makes no fucking sense. They're just like, I'm here with some guy. How the fuck did you get in here? I was like, I lied. I'm like, I've been homeless for a few years. I just walked in. They're like, so what do you do for a living? I'm like, oh, I'm like a putting wrestling porn star. And they're like, okay. They're like, well, I heard you've done some acting. What's been the hardest part about that? And I just like paused like, and I went, acting. And they just started dying. I look at the interviewer and he's like choking on laughter. He hated me. He's like, I fucking hate you. You got me.
What is the hardest part of being in that field?
Hardest part, really. The sacrifices, I feel like.
Yeah.
I have had to sacrifice a lot of friendships and some personal relationships with some ex-girlfriends and stuff just because there's a lot of reasons. Friends wise, if they're like negative at all, they like kind of don't.
They're just like, oh, why are you doing this?
Believe
like,
in that vision
yeah.
you have, then it's like you don't need that shit.
Yeah, I mean, because
really
you need to
don't.
surround yourself with like-minded people. Like if someone's
Absolutely.
negativity just breeds negativity. You know,
does.
it's like even if someone's unintentionally like making you doubt yourself, it's like you don't need that kind of influence in your life.
You don't, dude. You don't need it in any way, shape, or form. Like if you having a great day and all of a sudden someone's just like, "But are you making money? Are you like paying your bills?" Blah blah. It's like, dude, like.
So a lot of time it does come back to the money.
It's always been about the money, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the biggest concern. You know what I mean? Like I've been.
So
offered,
people like from on the outside are just like, why are you doing it if you're not making the money?
Yeah.
It's like, because I like it, bro.
Exactly. Like I fucking love it. And
Yeah.
I mean, I've had some real job friends who are like, I can get you a job in my field. You can be like a sweeper and make like 18 an hour. I'm like, that's great, but I don't want to sweep for like 10 hours. You know what I mean? Like it's not fucking me. It's like I think I'm more talented to be a sweeper.
Yeah, I did that. I did that kind of thing for a summer. I worked with my buddy Dimitri last year, here on campus.
Oh, Dimitri.
And we were
Dimitri.
dude, Dimitri's the man. But we were working on the housekeeping crew for this dorm and the one like next door, the two that basically looked the same.
Yeah.
And like it was fine. It was money, but like it was just a way to kill time, pretty much.
You know what I mean? Pay the student loans off, do whatever you can. Make
Yeah,
some
exactly. I mean, shit. Like I basically like even though it was free housing, because I was kind of on my own that summer, I basically broke even. I didn't have that much money left at the end of the summer because I had to put a lot of into like computer repairs because my computer was broken at the beginning of the summer, and like I bought a new camera and stuff like that. So it's like all stuff that goes towards me doing what I want to do. Yeah. But like the student loan thing, that's a different conversation. Yeah. That's a
lot of time.
Yeah, exactly.
A few years from now. Oh man, but I'm telling you, man, like, it comes down to that, and also like, schedule wise, you know what I mean? Like, cause like, I'm very busy. You know what I mean? Like, I had this gig, I had a gig before this.
The commercial that you were doing this morning.
Yeah, I was like a mafia character. It was really cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Stereotypical Italian accent he wanted. I'm like, okay,
that's fine.
That's fine. Then I have like voiceovers. I gotta do damsel in distress's voiceover before Brianna like rips my throat out. She's like, I have to do some voiceovers because we did some scenes in there where like I'm talking in my head while I'm in like the female's body.
Oh wait. Damsel in Distress, is that another student film this semester?
Brianna
Kelly?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I have to do that. I promised her like last week. I'm like, oh shit, it's been 2 weeks. She's gonna
be
like, hey, where's that voiceovers? I'm like, it's coming.
It's like, I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
But yeah, like my past 2 relationships with that, I couldn't do it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because with the day job and acting, because I was both, I still have my day job, and then I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's fair. That's a lot of time.
I'm actually now I'm kind of like talking with an actress, which I think is better for me because it's better to like date/talk with someone who's in your field.
Yeah,
because they understand.
Yeah, exactly.
More like
they understand what goes into it.
Yeah,
like if someone doesn't understand what goes into it, it's always gonna I don't want to say always, right? Because like if you go into it with that mindset, it's probably not gonna work out. If someone's kind of willing to work with you, willing to meet you halfway, like it is possible. But
absolutely.
Like if someone's just like doesn't understand the time commitment that is like being a professional performer, like then yeah, it's not gonna like. And I think there's always gonna be a butting of heads there.
Yeah, I'm sure you can relate too. Like with film, there's no exact schedule. Like it could
100,
say
like,
it ends at 7, but we're gonna go to midnight.
Yeah,
because we need extra shots.
Because it always takes longer than you anticipate. Yeah. People show up late, like, and that's going beyond even just like the just the schedule that goes into filmmaking, even when you don't even before accounting for going overtime, which always happens. It's like filmmaking has a weird schedule. It operates at weird hours. It can go at say you have to film at night. Yeah. You could be going from 4 p.m. to 11. Like that's not you normal
could go to
hours.
4 p.m. to 6 a.m. You know what I mean? Like it's just like we're gonna. I'm here.
Say, hey man, we're doing it.
Where's the hotel? Because I ain't driving home now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh my god.
So, where does what percentage of your time is taken up by specifically voiceover and voice acting?
Voice. I mean, it depends, really.
It depends on what gigs are available and what you're doing.
Sometimes I'll set a day aside for it. You know what I mean? Like I'll audition for some stuff.
Because that's something that I don't know if until like way later down the line, and especially like unless I'm doing my own stuff, I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be a screen actor. Like I was a theater actor for a little bit in high school, but like I don't know if screen acting is necessarily for me. I'm not exactly sure if I've got the right presence for it. Just I could play some like I could play certain characters, but voiceover is something that I think I'm really really good at. So that's like an area of like performing where I would really want to break into at some point.
Well, I'll say this: I watched your screen acting style, and I think you're very good. Actually,
Yeah,
trust
thanks.
me. No, I'm telling you, dude. I've seen some actors, and they're so stiff.
Some people just
They're
don't have
so
no presence. Yeah, exactly.
stiff. Like,
Some being
my
animated
Lord.
is something I've definitely got.
That's
yeah.
good. I'm telling you, because that makes you like look. Being loose is so hard to see. Now, I was stiff. I'll openly admit that when I first started, I was very like a board, like back and forth. Everyone
Yeah,
was saying
it's
that.
hard,
You
and
need
it's
to
hard.
move.
It's hard to get out of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But with voice acting, like it is a little difficult. But it's easier because you can do it anywhere.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
there could be a role in LA, you could apply to it, and they'd be like, "Yeah, sure." Just
Exactly.
get it
All
done by
all I
tomorrow.
need is exactly the setup that we're using right now. Yeah.
Exactly. And
Like I record all these podcasts just with like the microphone that I have and Adobe Audition, so it's like you can record literally anything with this.
I have a funny story. So actually, that just happened yesterday. It really put me in a bad mood though. So I found out I friend requested the voice actor from Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location.
Okay.
He's known, I think, as like one of the voices in like the intercom or something like that.
Yeah,
I
sure.
was like-
it's not like the guy who did the voice act from like the original games,
No,
right? 'Cause
no,
that's,
not the
'cause
creator.
That's the creator. Yeah.
No, it's someone else.
You weren't talking with
Not
Scotty.
Scott. I wish I could talk to Scott. Be like, hey, review my voice reel. So I sent him my animation voice reel, and I was like, hey, can I get your opinion on this when you get a chance? I viewed his. His was great, like phenomenal. And oh man, he ripped me apart. It wasn't like just a this is bad.
Really?
He wrote like a lot of things. It was like, your first four voices sound like they're the same, not much range. This doesn't sound professional at all. It sounds choppy. Like I can hear some static. I hear something in the background. Where did you shoot this at? Like, cause this does not sound good.
Oh dear.
And I was like, just said, good luck with yourself, by the way. And I was like, oh jeez.
Oh wow.
Then he messaged me later. He's like, where are you from, by the way? And all of a sudden he goes, oh, Mass. That's why. And I was like,
What
oh.
does that
I'm
mean?
like, what does this mean, mister? You know, look at me. He's like, you're like from Mississippi.
So was it like obviously you have to take stuff like that into
Yeah.
account, but was there anything that was like constructive criticism at all? Where he's like, you've got this, but you could work at it a little bit more by doing this.
Well,
or
he
was
did
it
give me some good
straight,
advice.
Or was it straight up just like, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad?
He
Like,
got rid of the bad stuff first, I feel like. But he did say to me, you shouldn't start with an animation voice reel first. You should do a commercial voice reel, which is kind of like ads, basically. You're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You should try Bounty paper towers to clean up your mess. Or you should
Yeah,
try
yeah.
Axe body spray to live
I
your
can see you got
fantasy.
the voice for that. Yeah, you could do that shit.
I could definitely try it, but I mean, like, I felt bad because I was like, oh, I should have done that.
I mean, had you have any experience with that, like doing kind of like standard narration or anything like that, or is
One.
it mostly
I did one. I did an audiobook where I had to speak like English
Oh,
and
wow.
Japanese. That was really cool.
English and Japanese?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
That-
cool.
It was cool. I did it right away. And I got he gave it to me right away. I was like, "You're good." I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
The funniest thing to me for voiceover work. So I auditioned for this guy. He was in London for his video game. It was at Ghostface 2, which I still haven't seen yet. I don't know what the fuck's taking his time with that shit. But I auditioned for a character named Lamar.
Yeah,
Who's-
you said that's like the main. That was the main character. Right?
One of the three. Yep.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like the big co-star in it. And he Skyped. And I'm like, okay, cool to meet you. He looks at me. He almost thinks like, I'm like, what is it? And he goes, I thought you were black. I was like, what?
I knew that was coming.
I was like, wait, what? He's like, whoa, okay. Well, you got a great voice then, kid. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Is
He's
the
like,
character black?
yeah, Lamar is very much so black. I auditioned for another character named Roman, but he's like, I like you for Lamar more. I'm like, you have a more.
All right, that's.
Literally
Just be careful when the scale gets a little bit bigger. You might get done for like a cultural appropriation type
Oh
thing.
my goodness! You see me there, I'm like, I don't fit in here, but hey guys, what's up?
I mean, with like, I would imagine it's a little bit different with voiceover acting as opposed to like on-screen acting, because you get a high-profile case like what Ed Skrein dropped out of the new Hellboy movie because he's like, this is an Asian character, I can't do this.
Oh, dude, funny story. My first theater role, they were like, so I'm thinking of who we're gonna put for characters, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like it's my first role. I'm really excited. They had me as Dagu in Moby Dick. Dagu
Okay.
is the African American slave. And I
Oh
was just
Jesus!
I was like,
Oh
I put aside
no!
like Patricia. This is 2017. I'm going to get thrown out of this building. She's like, how do you want to play the racist Spanish? I'm like, sure, please. We literally switched roles. Me and the black guy who was playing the Spanish. So I'm like, this makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
why are you?
It makes more sense that you playing a slave on the Moby Dick ship. Like,
I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, I don't look this. It's like
that would be especially like I would understand if it was like, did any black people audition for the like for any
I don't
parts
think
at
we
all?
had
It's like,
one. Maybe that was why. But I was just like, dude, you got like the pastiest white kid here playing this role. At least have someone who's tanner, you know what I mean, who looks like maybe he's like Middle Eastern or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I am Middle Eastern, but fuck, I'm not like that Middle Eastern, like tan. I'm like, god damn.
it would stick out. Basically, is the idea. It's like you could take some
creative.
creative liberties, but it's like
It's pushing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like maybe not. But dude, I'd say that was fun. That was a funny. I really have a story for like every role I've done. It's just great. That's what I love about acting more than anything.
yeah, totally. Like even from like the small amount of productions that I've been a part of over the past couple of years, it's like there's usually some crazy shit happens.
Dude,
at least once.
I was in the.
Like there's a time like when we were filming Summer. Remember when we had to go to the beach and I went to the wrong beach and my phone died so I couldn't call anybody, and so I'm like, okay, I guess I just gotta go back to campus right now because I'm fucked. Like
I guess I'll go fuck myself. Yeah,
exactly.
Been great, guys.
It turns out like we ended up going to the beach the next day, which is fine, but
Yeah.
still it was like
Oh, dude,
Summer was a great experience for me.
Summer
just
was
like
great.
yeah, because that was like the first major like editing credit that I got.
I know, and you did a great job on that.
Thanks,
I
man.
have it in both my reels actually, comedic and dramatic. But I still was laughing with Dave's line. Oh, none taken. Fuck off. Yeah, the ass is kicking, and I was like, this is like you should keep this just like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Just him talking to himself. Dave's great.
That's just that. I mean, that already. It's the Dave show.
I know.
That is what the.
I tell you, like, I wish you guys would take this truly to heart, because I truly do mean it. I wish a lot of you guys would go into acting. Like, some of you guys are fucking great. Like you, Dave, Kobe. I'm trying to get Kobe into acting. I'm just fucking.
Kobe's pretty good.
He's good.
He's got a presence.
And he's got the look. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like I tried to send him to commercials. He didn't make the part because my director wanted my friend CJ instead. But I'm telling you, like, I want to see all you guys. It's like you guys should try it. Make some extra money on the side.
Yeah, and I mean, I can see myself getting into something like that later, like over the next few years, especially like I can see myself collabing with other YouTubers being on there, because like I've got like a presence when it comes to like just being an exaggerated version of myself.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah,
Literally, be yourself times 10. That's what I was told.
Pretty
you know
much,
what I mean?
yeah.
It was like overexert yourself.
it's at least where to start. Like you gotta obviously you gotta tweak that, but.
I agree, man. And I'm telling you, like, a lot of you guys, you got your personalities down pat. Like, I'm telling you, with Dave, dude, that guy, he's got a presence, you know what I mean? Like, he does, and he's so monotone, but it's so fucking funny. Like, it's, Brandon, too, I was fucking losing my shit with, like, that's just a dynamic duo right there.
Yeah, pretty
Director
much.
and producer. I'm like, oh my god.
What was Monty? Monty was Dave was directing and Brandon was producing.
Yeah,
oh my
and like
God.
me and Jack were like, it was so hard to stay like in character because like they would it'd be like, hey guys, serious, or something. They crack a joke, like fuck off. Like I'm supposed to be like yelling at my dad. I'm like dying laughing here. Oh.
It's like, let me be sad. I've got to be sad.
I'm telling you, like the triple combo.
It's like channel your inner Kubrick. Torture me a little bit, guys. Come on, stop making jokes.
It was like a dynamic. It was me, Jack, and Jenna who was playing my girlfriend in it, and I swear to God, like I could not stop laughing at times. I'm like, oh my God, please, guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, and the thing is too is like I realize more and more like I'm always cast as like the bad guy or some asshole motherfucker. And it's so like, I'm like, guys, I'm not an asshole in real life. Like, I recycle, I donate to charities.
It's like, yeah. It's like, okay, come on, guys. I've been acting for like a year and I'm already being typecast. Like, give me a break here.
Oh, I was gonna post this because I saw like casting an asshole in a short film. Tell us why you're an asshole. What makes you better than most assholes? I'm like, I'm about to do this. Like, I could play that character.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, dude, I would love to like. I read some characters like in Summer. I wish I could have played Billy. Like that was such a fun character. Like
that was a good
James
role.
killed it. He did great. But I'm like, oh man, I wish I could play like a character like that.
Yeah, James James is Billy.
James is Billy.
Like there is a real Billy that was supposed to play that role, but James was also Billy.
James,
like
I could not see anyone else besides James being Billy on that. Like that was just.
If you met the actual Billy, you might change your tune. Like it could have been. It was a toss up, but
I think
I love what James did with that role.
Casting wise, I think they did great. You know what I mean? Like, because Billy, that's James to me.
Yeah.
Kobe definitely fits like the popular guy who like gets all the girls, and Layla was great. She definitely has that.
Layla killed that role,
Layla
dude.
destroyed that.
She was
role.
great.
Great. just.
I'm really pleased with overall how that movie turned out.
Yeah.
And I hope one day, because this is like it's tough working with that film as it is now because of like the music licensing issues and everything like that. Like that's the biggest obstacle. But I hope Dave takes that and turns it into a feature one day.
Oh, I could definitely see you guys doing that. I mean, like...
That would be awesome.
That's a fun film to make, you know what I mean? Like, I could do a lot more in-depth.
Yeah, totally. There's a story. There's way more story in there, yeah.
Yeah, a continuation. I mean, that was a really tough role, you know what I mean? Just... Because that kind of reminded me of, like, the past relationships, so I kind of brought that into that character. Yeah. And it was just like, oh, man, this is getting heavy, you know what I mean? Like... And Dave really... He's a good writer because he really throws you for a loop. Like, he'll throw in so many comedy elements, but then, like, fucking hits you, like...
Yeah, it gets serious.
Yeah, like, hits you right there. Totally. It's like, oh, holy shit.
I'm trying to, I'm struggling to try and work that in right now because I'm in a screenwriting class right now. Yeah. Like, I needed some extra credits, and so I'm like, hey, screenwriting. And I discovered after writing my first script that I have trouble making stories about something. You know what I mean? Like, I have a bunch of plot details, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I can make a story out of this. But it's like, what's the story about?
Right.
It's like nothing. It's just some people talking to each other, which is cool. You know, it's fine. Like that's one thing that I think I've got a strength for is writing, like just having people go back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
But for my second project, my final project, I'm trying to work the opposite way, where it's like, I'm like, okay, what do I want this to be about? Okay, I want this to be about mental health and self-acceptance and stuff like that. And then I work that, and I work it into the scenario, and then I kind of work outwards from that. So it's like, I'm working right now on a script where it's like, you ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yes.
You know the scenes where Jesse is talking to that therapy group leader guy?
Yep.
The guy with the mustache?
Mm-hmm.
I'm working with something that's kind of like that, where it's like, it's just these two primarily these two characters, they're in like this support group setting, and they're positioned across from each other, and the film is like segmented like between like 4 separate meetings of this group, and it centers on the conversation between those two characters, and it kind of like it goes from start to finish of that one conversation, jump to the next meeting, then it's like it's kind of tells the story that way. So it's like, yeah.
So it's about like mental health and everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
I dig that. I'm really interested. I'm really looking forward to the film premiere that's coming up on like in the May.
The screening.
Yeah, the screening.
Yeah.
Because there's so many like.
When is it this semester?
I think it's the 11th. I don't know offhand.
May 11th.
I think.
Yeah, because I'm actually not in those classes this semester.
I always go no matter what. I mean, like, I love it, dude. It's fucking great.
Yeah, the screenings are great. I always have a good time at the screenings.
But like, I know a lot of stories about mental health this year, and I'm like really sad. I know you got
That's
like,
cool.
Sophia. I don't know what film Ariana's title is, but I know it's about mental health, like suicide. He's got so many like interesting elements. Like,
well, a lot of people are like getting up there, and they kind of want to like I would imagine they want to do something. It's like, okay, we've played with the genre stories a little bit. Now it's like, let's actually tell a story. Right.
And that's some of those stories are the best stories you can tell. You know what
totally.
I mean? Like, especially when you bring in like a little real life into it. Yeah. But still making it like a story. Those are the best kinds and stuff. And I'm really looking forward to when that day comes. We can just go there and watch all that shit. Not shit, but like the great movies.
Yeah, totally.
I swear so much. It's like, I swear, people always just like, what is this? Stop fucking swearing, Logan. Fucker. I had one audition for Hasbro, and like I went in with like 8 and 9-year-old kids. I'm towering over all these little fuckers. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh my god.
It's like I have to filter yourself.
Caster's like, oh guys, you ready to have some fun? Everyone's like, yeah. And then they look at me and go,
all the little kids are like, yeah.
And she goes, okay, great. Goes this to me, keep it PG, Logan. I'm like, okay. First thing I land on, name a dangerous relationship you're in. I'm like, oh my god. So I have to lie and be like, me and ice cream, and I'm like, this makes no sense. I'm a stick. I'm like literally like a thin, like turned sideways, I'll disappear. Yeah. I'm like, all right, that was great, Logan.
There you go.
Great job.
Wait, what was the context for you being the only adult in a sea of children?
I don't know, like, because
were you all auditioning for the same part? Like, what is this?
It was so. I came super early. And, like, I was supposed to go in with another girl from my agency, but I just wanted to go early because I'm like, oh, it's Hasbro. I want to look good.
Yeah, sure.
And they're like, oh, everyone who's here wants to audition. Come in. They come in. Like, come on. I'm like, I see like these little kids scurried in. I'm like, okay.
It's like, are you sure you want me to come in too?
It's like an Adam Sandler movie where he's sitting with the kids. That's what I felt
it's
like.
It's like Billy Madison.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't belong here at all. Yeah. I'm like, okay. But it was fun. And it was like kind of like a photo shoot to see if like it would work out and everything. And they said like, I did that in February, so it's like 4 months. Where they can be casting random people to do it. So hopefully I get a day. Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, amazing. I was just about to ask you if you got the part, but you're not gonna know for a couple more months.
Well, they're doing like constant days of work. They bring in a lot of little kids, But for the game I did, it's more of an adult game.
Yeah,
so
sure.
when they're doing it, maybe they'll call me in, maybe not. But keep fingers crossed, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
But that was fun.
Optimism is important and stuff like that. I'm trying to stay as optimistic as I can when waiting for employers to reach out back. You know what I mean?
I know, dude. That's like,
it's hard.
It's tough.
It's tough. Yeah.
Because the more days go by, it's just like, are they going to contact me? Like, did I just have to
There's a couple, right, where it's like, there's one that I've literally got to wait another week and then they're going to make decisions.
Yeah.
So I have like a date for that one.
Yeah.
But there's another one where it's like, I'm reaching out to this guy who works at the company but in a different location, and he doesn't work in the video department, so he's trying to reach out for a guy in the video department. Yeah. And I reached out to that guy in the video department, and he hasn't responded yet. So it's like the ball's kind of in their court, but I'm like wondering if there's more that I should do.
Yeah.
And it's like,
there's always that thing. It's like, should I email them again?
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Should I mess them again? It's like, I don't want to bother them, but I kind of want to know.
But I kind of do want to bother them. Yeah, exactly. Like
sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not.
The last podcast I recorded, I was talking to my friend Bobby, and he's got he's got a bunch of positions lined up. Like all he basically has to do is choose.
Yeah.
Like he's graduating this May as well. So like he's way better at networking than me. And basically he said, he's like, you're gonna feel like you're bugging people. Don't.
Yeah.
It's like keep bugging them. Like you have to, like, you're not like even if you are, it doesn't matter. Like the worst thing that can happen is they just be like, oh no, position's filled. And then you move on to the next one, start bugging that person.
And I mean, with editing, I feel like you can, if you are going to move to Chicago, you can try to find editing jobs like in other areas, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Just
yeah,
be like,
totally.
Hey,
and I'm not trying to move like to the city. Like my friends live outside of the city.
Oh, okay.
And this one position at this like advertising firm is like literally 5 minutes away from that.
Oh,
not even in the city.
Ideal.
Exactly, dude. So like that's why I'm trying to chase it down.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you could literally like save so much right there. You know what I mean? Just easily,
exactly.
Bam. Like,
I think like we're already making like housing plans, and I think the rent comes out to like what like four something per person per month.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Exactly.
Really
I think that the trick is right, because one of my friends we would be living with I would be living with two of my friends, and one of them like with his girlfriend, and so they so it's 4 people paying for a 3-bedroom place.
That's really good.
Exactly.
That's really good, honestly. I mean, like.
So just exactly, like fingers crossed. The other position I'm looking into is actually in the city, but it's like shit, man. I take that. Yeah. I just take the train into the city every day.
Exactly, dude.
Like I'm chilling, It's
exactly. And Chicago's really starting to get bigger, you know what I mean? It's coming
totally. There's a lot of media coming out of
It's coming like close to Boston level, you know what I mean? Like not like #1, but it's like solid.
Yeah, it's like like obviously you've got the 2 big ones, right? You've got New York and LA.
Yep.
And then you've got like second tier. And there's like 3 big ones for second tier. Atlanta,
Chicago.
Boston, Chicago, and Austin actually as well.
Austin.
Yeah. Austin, a lot of like online content based, like Rooster Teeth is from Austin. Yeah. So there you go. Like that's
I always have bad memories of Texas because I got like offered, which was weird. They sent it to me like, we want you to audition for this. It's like an MMA fighter role in this like lead feature film. It's like, yeah, we offer $30,000 if you get this part. I'm like, what? Like, yeah, 30,000. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
okay. So I did like the first audition and everything, and I got the call back. They called me back. The guy from LA was casting, and he's like, hey man, you did great. They definitely want to see you again. Just letting you know, the second audition, you have to be nude.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Oh, and they're like, yeah, full bare nude. I'm like, okay.
Let's do it.
I hang up the phone. I head right to the gym. Like, I gotta get more ripped. I gotta get more cut up. I gotta look good. Work the legs a little bit.
It's like, we gotta get swole, son.
And I remember, so awkward. We have like thing.
Did you do the second audition?
Yes. The director's just sitting there, and he's like, "Go ahead. You can go around the bathroom, change. You get a towel for you there." So I can like, when the towel. It's supposed to be like a shower scene, like the big climax scene where the coach pulls me out of the shower and puts me up against the mirror. To be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's like Rocky meets like an MMA fighter who's cocky.
Okay.
So it's really, I love the story. I did. So
it's like to really kind of push you when you're auditioning a little bit. It's like this is not we're not playing around.
Yeah.
We really gotta push you a little bit.
So I did good, they said, and the funniest part about all this is like, I'm very talkative because I like to build connections.
Sure.
I didn't realize I'm still nude. So you
just after the audition,
I'm so animated. I'm like moving around. It's flat. The jump's
just like,
flying.
you want to put some clothes on there, Logan?
Literally, he literally was like nodding at me, like smiling. He's like, yeah. I see his hand pop up a little bit. He's like covering my junk, and he's just like, can you please put some pants on? We can continue this. I'm like, oh yeah. And the funniest part is, I literally get a call again from the casting. He's like, so we got your audition. We're still gonna. It came down between me and 3 other people. One from Atlanta, New York, and one from LA.
Okay.
Which was really cool. Being like featured like in the top 4. I'm like,
totally.
That's fucking awesome. The funniest comment I get in this is, so the director told me, he liked your look, he liked your acting. His wife, who's the producer, says, yeah, he's got a real marketable body. I'm like, what? So his...
Oh man, you gotta be careful, man. That might lead to the director not casting you.
I think that's why I didn't cast him, because his wife.
It's just like, I don't want this guy near my wife.
Like, no, I can't have him nude walking around my wife. What the fuck? That was like, that is a moment I will always remember. That was, yeah, he's got a real marketable body. I'm like, what does marketable mean? First off, like, what do you mean here? What kind of role is this? That was great, dude.
I think
honestly.
like in like a real world, it might mean that it's like, how with a lot of fighter movies, like you got a guy like on the poster, who's like posing in the fighting stance with the gloves on and everything like that. Maybe that's what she meant. Maybe she had an ulterior motive.
Hey man, I don't know. To each their own. All I remember is when I went to that audition, like, I like to talk to the people there. A lot of them are really cool. I'm like, oh, so what do you do? Like, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo, Tang Soo Do. I'm learning Muay Thai as well and kickboxing. Nice. They guys like, oh, I'm a wrestler. I do this. I'm like, oh, this guy's good. You know what I mean? Like, this guy could definitely be a contender. I talked to one guy. I'm just like, so what do you do, man? What type of like straight combat or martial arts?
It's never too late to get into stuff like that.
It's never too late.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because like, I'm not the most athletically built person in the world.
Dude, you can
exactly. I would very much like to.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you could fucking dominate in that sport.
Yeah.
But I remember I talked to the one guy. I'm like, so what do you do, man? And he's just like, I don't do any martial arts. I'm like, why are you here? There's no stunt double. Like, we have to literally do these fight scenes ourselves. And I was like, okay. And I was like, hey, Dan, I almost said to him, I was like, Dan, why the fuck did you cast this random dude? He's like, what do you mean? I don't know. I didn't tell him that, though. I wish I did. I'm like, yeah. You might need to pick some better people. Like, that could have been bad.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh, man.
Because, like, I feel like the training comes in handy not only because you know the moves, but you know how to handle it when someone's, like, beating the shit out of you.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, if you don't know how to take a beating, if you're doing your own
Convincingly.
stunts, like, you can get really, really hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you don't know how to look like you're getting hurt, you can fucking get hurt.
I've always told people, look, who I know don't know how to fight. I'm like, look, just legitimately hit me. Because I know they're not going to be, like, tough fighting hits. He's going to be like...
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Just punch me. Make it look like you're making contact because you don't seem to know the choreography. That's fine. I get it.
Sure.
Just hit me. It's fine. Like, it's like, okay, you can hit him. He said it. I'm not liable anymore. You signed the release and he can hit you. You said
it's like you signed the release and you said this person can hit you. So
looks
it's
at
like
the BTS. You got that on video, right? Those with the okay sign. Like, yeah, there we go. Beat him up. Hurt him. I tell you, dude, it's a crazy business, like, straight up. Like, I love it.
That's cool. I've always like I've always like more recently, right? Because I listen to a lot of podcasts and everything like that. So it's like online content creation, filmmaking, stand-up comedy, all that stuff, and how it's kind of bleeding all together like these days. Like, I love that world. Like, I find it so fascinating.
It's so cool, and I love how, like, you can literally just do anything. You know?
Yeah, totally.
Like, you can jump into any area.
Yeah, and it's like you build your foundation using one thing, and then you can branch out and do other things.
Like a tree.
It's like,
it just grows, and you can just do whatever you want. I mean, like, I started theater, I went to film, went to voiceover. Here I am. You know what I mean? Like, I've done it all. You know what I mean? It's really cool. And I wish, like, that could just, like, be everyone's thing, where they just do that and branch out and then, like, really grab the bull by the horns and get ready to, like, really make themselves, like, a big-time actor or actress.
Mm-hmm. Before we wrap up, I want to talk to you about video games for a little bit.
All right.
Yeah. Do you still play?
I still play a little bit. I do a lot on my emulator and stuff. I play on my PS4 with my friends. I just finally played Fortnite for the first time. Like, oh, this is dangerous. Like, I can see why this is addicting.
Yeah. I'm not personally into Fortnite, but I can see the appeal.
I see it.
Yeah.
I was scared. I'm like, this is like Call of Duty, but like for like normal people. I'm like, this is bad.
Because I know you and I share a similar like a fascination with the Dead Rising franchise.
Yes.
Yeah, you love Dead Rising, right?
I love Dead Rising.
Is it just the first one, and do you like the whole like?
I like the whole series.
But you really love the first one, right?
I love the first one. I like Chuck. Chuck was cool. He seemed a little too badass for me. I was like,
he was a little bit too like nonchalant, right? Yeah.
I love the chainsaw bike thing. That was just that's scary. I'm like, holy shit. But definitely one holds a special place in my heart. That's
I was just like, the reason it's on my mind is because I was watching a playthrough of it like over the past couple days, and it's like, I love like the time like how it's a game about time management more than anything. And it's like, I love like all of the animations. I love the map, like how I know the map so well. And it's like, that's like that. I find it fascinating how much of a nostalgic connection I have with that game in particular. And I know exactly why. It's because when that game first came out, I really wanted to play it, but I couldn't. And so my brother would play it, and I would just watch. And I didn't know what I was in for when I finally got... So that's how I got to know the map and everything like that.
Yeah.
But then when I finally started playing it, I'm like, oh my god, this is way harder than I had any idea.
My favorite thing about it, though, dude, is like there's so fucking many complex characters in it. I'm like, this is like... It's so cool, because I love psychology. That's why I love acting. And I just love seeing, like, holy shit, like, how do these people go from this... to this between like the time this apocalypse happened, you know what I mean? Like, like how does like say Cliff, who's one of my favorite complex characters, go from a veteran to like full on PTSD? Like
he just loses his fucking mind. Yeah,
crazy.
And it's like there's a there's like there's a lot of detail hidden in that particular exchange. Where it's like you get in there and all those enemies are called psychopaths, so you just assume it's like, oh no, here's another big dangerous psychopath that I just have to murder.
Yeah,
but like then like after you like get during the death cutscene for that guy, you learn it's like, oh my god, like I think it was his his granddaughter got killed by zombies, and then he just lost his shit, like he's just gone.
And that makes you like really think. It gives you like more of an empathetic like feeling where it's like, wow, this is why he's like this or she's like this, why they went through this like crazy transition. I mean, some people, maybe it's always been there.
And there's some that it's like it's just funny to like, it's just like, oh god, like this guy is just hilarious to look at right now, and it's like Larry the chef.
I hated Larry. I didn't like him. I don't like Larry.
He's
good. He's a good villain. He's a good villain, and I mean that's why I don't like him. I'm like, oh, you're a good villain.
Yeah.
Like Carlito, I fucking love Carlito. Like I wish I could play that character in a film. Like that's so cool. But
I like there's a novelty value to them just being caricatures, and there's like this layer of this campy, goofy ridiculousness buried underneath like how seriously that game takes itself, which I think is where like a lot of the value comes from.
Right.
Because it's like as the game got later, they went more and more into the like non-serious kind of tone, which kind of epitomized the Dead Rising 4. Yeah. And I wrote a piece, right? I never published it because I don't like to be negative, but I wrote a piece on why I think Dead Rising 4 is profoundly confused. Like it just completely lost the magic of what made Dead Rising 1 great and why it stood out is because it's like it's self-aware to a point where it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Because it like knows how funny it's trying to be and everything like that. Like the reason Dead Rising 1 was so funny is because it took itself so seriously. Yeah. Whereas like it's like you can go through the entire game and like go through all the serious cutscenes and everything like that while wearing the Surfbot helmet.
Oh my god!
Like dude. That's like it's just so funny. Like
I watched Kirkin's like Let's Play where he's like a moose helmet just running around charging people.
Yeah, it's
like,
great.
This is great. You know what I mean? But I loved Off the Record when Frank comes back.
Me too. Yeah,
that was cool.
Yeah.
Like literally the whole story, but it's just Frank West. I'm like, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love the fall from grace where he's like he becomes famous. All of a sudden, nope.
Yeah.
Because they leave you on a big cliffhanger in 1 after you beat Brock.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tank
there's a little bit of like it's like, oh, he escaped and broke the story, and it was like, but yeah, it didn't really go anywhere after that.
I always wondered what happened to Isabella. They didn't really. Did they touch on that too much? I think they did.
They did, and she came back in one of the like the little expansion episodes for Dead Rising 2, Case West.
Oh,
did you ever play that one?
I don't.
She pops up at the end of that one.
Okay.
But
yeah, my memory's so bad. I fucking forgot that.
Spoiler! I think
whoops.
I think she died at the end of that episode. But yeah, it's like I don't remember. And anyways, I'm not even sure if that's canon. So whatever. Isabella's like, if you want her to still be alive, she's still alive. Whatever.
I'm just really excited for the new Spyro game coming out.
Oh my god, dude! Did you watch the
yes? The oh my! It's such like a throwback. I'm like, I can't.
I've just been playing like once I saw that, and I'm like looking for I'm biding my time until the new God of War comes out.
Oh.
And so I've been playing. I just beat Spyro 3.
Yeah. For
the first time ever. I never played that one when I was younger, but and then I just got back to playing Spyro 2, and I was playing that this morning before I went to class, and it's like.
It's the best way you can spend your morning, dude. Damn, you know what I mean?
Pretty much, yeah, exactly.
I love to wake up, play Spyro.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's great. The gameplay in that game is just so like low key and fun.
I still think that, because I know they're bringing back a lot of like the PlayStation characters and stuff from the past. Like, I mean, like I feel like they just dominate like the Xbox characters. I mean, you got like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. You got Spyro, you got God of War, you got Kratos. Like, oh my god, you're like,
and it's kind of cool to see how the mascots evolved with the consoles because like on the PS1 you've got the big colorful ones like you've got Spyro and Crash, and then you move on, you've got Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, who kind of mix the colorful with the more serious tone.
Yeah.
Then go to the PS3, you've got Nathan Drake and Kratos.
Yes.
And so it's like they went full on like serious.
Yeah, I think they like went with like the age of like the consumers. You know what I mean? Like we started young.
Pretty much, yeah. We started
slowly
to take it a
evolved.
little bit more seriously. Yeah.
And that's just the coolest part to me.
And now it's like, now that we've been through the serious phase, everybody's like a little bit over, you know, the military shooters and like the gratuitous violence. Even though, you know, gratuitous violence is still fun. God of War, still fun.
I mean,
but, dude, I played recently God of War 3 for the first time ever. I played it on PS4. That's now one of my favorite games ever.
Oh my
made.
god, I felt so
That
bad.
game's amazing.
I played that for the first time, like, must have been last year, and I hated myself so much because I kept missing one freaking jump in the beginning of like the game.
Really?
And I kept dying, and I got the thing, do you want to lower the difficulty? And I felt so embarrassed.
The thing is, right, is that's always when that happens. Like, that's always when it happens. Just when it's like you just can't jump from this place to the next place.
Yeah,
and it's like and you like, it gives you the prompt. It's like, do you want to lower the difficulty? By the way, this doesn't affect anything except combat. And I'm like, well, why the fuck are you even telling me this then?
And I remember there was an achievement for it too, and I hated myself. Like, why did I get this achievement?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I just wanted to cry with that. I was like, damn.
But we're seeing over the past couple years, right, like indie gaming, which like with like very simple but effective art styles. The platforming mascots are starting to make a comeback, right? It's like you got the revival of like you had Yooka-Laylee come out, you had A Hat in Time, and now we're getting the Spyro and the Crashes, and they're coming back. And so it's like people just like, it's a great opportunity for that, because I've been like thinking about this recently, where it's like are the graphics really getting all that much better? In my opinion, no. The graphics themselves aren't really getting better. What's getting better? The scale is getting bigger, right? So it's like the games can, you know, take place over a larger space. And also, this is the generation of really good lighting.
Yes.
It's just
good.
It's,
oh my god.
That's the fucking secret. It's just really good lighting.
I agree. But I always feel like I'm the classic gamer. You know what I mean? I love just. I don't care too much about graphics because I grew up with like Nintendo 64.
Yeah, exactly.
NES.
Like
the graphics were crappy, you know. But the game,
like I literally
amazing.
just said, like I went back to Spyro. I'm still having the fucking time of my life.
Yeah, dude.
It's just fun. It holds up.
Dude, it's a nostalgia factor. You know what I mean? Like you can just go there and just play this game. Like I was just talking with Brian Matthews. We were talking about Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 back to the PS1.
Yeah.
Dude, that soundtrack, I still have it all on my phone.
That's great.
Fucking love that game.
I can't wait to start to talk about the Tony Hawk games on my channel. I really want to.
Oh, dude, like you fucking tell me.
Like I'm not sure which one I want to start with. I think I want to start with American Wasteland because that one's so easy to make fun of.
Yeah.
It was it's so like the gameplay in that game was really fun, right?
Yeah.
Like the skating was still great, but like everything else about that game is so fucking broken. It's hilarious.
Dude, I will always remember like I swear I must have like incorporated this into my acting where like, well, you know when they had the same fall pretty much like in Tony Hawk 1 they always had the same two falls. Either the backflip roll,
yeah, it's like,
they get up, or the boom boom and they roll over and get up.
Just,
like why do they all do this?
They just bounce. Yeah, it's just like because that's the animation department right there.
I would just love the little splatter of blood that like comes out. It's like, where'd this blood come from? Is this a kid's game?
Yeah, and they just make that like all the skaters they all make the same noise, just like like just that. Yeah.
And they roll over. It's like damn. Oh,
those games are great though. They still hold up too.
Oh, dude,
like even if you go back and play the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater, it's still pretty fun.
Yeah, I love the first 4 they had in PS1 though. I mean, like especially when they gave like new skaters and stuff. Who I know a few of them, like Rodney Mullen, Bucky Lasek, and everything. They brought them in. I'm like, oh, this is great. You know what I mean?
You know a few of them as in you're familiar with them or you've met them.
I follow them a lot.
Okay.
If I met Rodney, Mullen,
have you met Rodney Mullen?
Dude, if I did, I would want to talk to him all day.
Yeah.
I would like, can we just hang out?
Yeah,
like, can we just, I don't want to. You know, we can talk about skating. We can talk about life. I will always remember when that video. He's like, I threw away all my trophies because I fucking hate them, man. I was like,
oh wow,
what? You know,
wow,
like,
really? I've never seen that.
Dude, he like went off. He was like so emotional. He's like, yeah, I fucking hate awards. I don't fucking like them. And
so you just skate to skate, right?
Yeah,
is that his thing? Like,
that's so cool. So I mean, he
fair,
loves it
exactly.
so much. And I mean, like, I wish I could be like that too. I mean, like, someone gives me an award, I'm excited as shit. But, like,
totally, yeah, exactly.
But like that feeling, it's like, wow. You know what I mean? He does this because he truly loves it.
Yeah, respect. That's pretty cool.
Oh, man. That takes me back. Yeah, I'm like going back to my childhood here.
Okay. I'll end off with just like, what's your favorite video game of all time?
I love War of the Monsters. From PS2.
Really?
That was
my god, that's a deep fucking cut. I never would have expected that because I really like that game too.
Dude, I remember I bought it for like, it was like $30 or $40. I'm like, you know what? I think I'll do it. You know what I mean? It's new. It just came out, and oh my god, like I wish it was longer. I wish they made a second one. New monsters, like these monsters are like they're like B-movie knockout, like Togira.
Yeah, Godzilla. Totally. Like if any of you don't know this fucking game, it's like B-quality monster movies. The game
fighting each other, and it's like this is amazing.
Yeah, it's great. It's fine. It's just a controller, okay. But yeah, that game is actually that game's available digitally on PS4.
My friend downloaded it for me. He's like, I bought this exclusive for you. We just played it, and I beat him every time.
That's crazy.
It's so much fun, dude. Oh my god.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna talk. I think I'm gonna do because that's another one that I haven't seen much content on.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk about that on the channel at some point too.
Dude.
Yeah.
That game's so good. That's
it's just, dude, like I have a 2-page list of ideas for the channel, but it's just the turnover rate is so slow, especially right now.
Yeah.
Like hopefully, right when I graduate, get settled somewhere, I can start to turn them out a little bit faster.
Yeah.
My goal right now, my short-term goal, is to get to 1 a month.
That's good.
Exactly, because right now it's taking me more. I tried that goal last year, and it didn't work because the academic schedule just gets in the way.
Oh, I can imagine, dude.
Yeah. So now, hopefully it's like, I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Once I get settled somewhere, I can hopefully try and work out a schedule where I just pump out 1 a month.
I think it's more than doable, my friend.
Yeah, exactly. I'd like to do the ultimate goal, right? If I can start doing it and start treating it as a job, which is the goal, then I would love to be able to get to 1 a week.
That would be great.
I think I could do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if I know, okay, this is not me making a sacrifice of money for something else, right? It's like if I work at it, I can make money doing this, and once it starts to rake in money and I don't have to do something else, it's like I could work 8 hours a day. Fucking is that? It's just a truck, whatever.
Is that the tow truck to get my car?
Oh god.
Oh no.
Well, you have a visitor's pass. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. You're not just
I'm only joking.
Yeah, you're not slumming it. Like my buddy freshman year used to park just all over campus.
Oh, dude, Dimitri's Instagram story scared the shit. I mean, he's like, hide your cars, protect them. They get towed away. I'm like, oh my lord. Visitor pass every day.
But yeah, the ultimate goal is to get to 1 per week.
I think that's more than doable, my friend. You know what I mean? Especially if you I know how much you care about this channel, how much is your passion.
Yeah, dude. So. I got big plans. I just passed over. Not to date the podcast. I hate doing this, but it's I just passed over yesterday. Last night, I just passed over the 300 sub mark.
I saw, man.
And it took me from January until now to get to that. Whereas it took me at least a year to get from 100 to 200.
Yeah.
And then even longer before that because I've been doing this since 2015.
Yeah.
So it's you're seeing the beginnings of that exponential J curve.
It's time to go up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean? So it's hopefully I got big plans for once I hit 1,000. Good. I'm hoping to do that by the end of the year.
I think it's doable, my friend. You know
I think so too.
Definitely. You gotta just definitely share it any way you can. You know what I mean? Get your name out there.
All right. Do you have anything you want to plug? Just your social medias or anything like that? Any projects that you don't have NDAs that you can talk about?
I have a few projects coming up. I will be working on that soldier film some more.
Okay,
that's cool. More days. I have The Questioning, which is going to be a cool film where I'm a day player in that. I have Testing the Series and Resurrection of Victoria Wheeler, both with Angelwood Productions. Excuse me. Those are going to be really cool. I will be shooting those probably sometime in May once it gets there. Social media to really follow on is this at Logan.Raposo. That'd be an Instagram. That's my main one.
Nice.
All right. And my last word of advice to all you actors out there, to all you film majors, to anyone who's in the film career, don't give up. Work hard and work every day that you can, and you will be successful.
Yeah, totally. It's such a preachy cliche thing, but it's bro, if you put the work, you can do it.
Yeah.
You totally can.
Absolutely.
This is the age of possibility when it comes to being creative and performing. So it's
the yodeling kid from Walmart made it. You can make it. You can do it.
I still don't know. I still keep hearing about this kid. I haven't watched.
I haven't watched the original video. I heard it on set yesterday when we were at I was in Monty with you guys at URI, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I looked oh my god, it's the yodeling kid. This is it.
All right, so check him out, Logan.Raposo on Instagram. Thank you very much for coming into the Party Up podcast, son. Thank you for joining the party.
Me. Thank you for having me, my friend.
All right, excellent. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Thanks, man.
Yes.